Well, a convicted rapist gets $35,000 from the city of Honolulu, and state lawmakers are looking to increase the minimum wage. But is it enough? Those are just some of the stories that our media partners at Civil Beat are working on. And joining us live over Skype is reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad. Chad, can you hear me?
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, I can hear you. Great.
Yes, I can.
So let's talk about this convicted rapist getting a $35,000 check from the city of Honolulu, and he's still behind bars. So what can you tell us about this shocking story?
Well, the city had a settlement last week with DeWitt Lamar Long. Yes, it is $35,000. It's because of a 2010 traffic incident. Mr. Long was beaten by cops and seriously injured. By the way, he is currently awaiting sentencing on that rape case of a 15-year-old girl in Makaha.
So what happened to the police officers involved in that case? Can you tell us about them?
Well, we're told that they've been disciplined, but in fact, state law does not require HPD to disclose police misconduct records, so we're going to have to take their word at it. I can tell you that two of the officers involved have in the past had misconduct incidences separate from this one.
And I know getting records is something Civil Beat has been working on. Let's move on to that minimum wage story. Hawaii lawmakers are considering raising the state's minimum wage to $9 an hour. It's something that employees love, but business groups are opposing it. What about $9 an hour? Can folks really live on that?
Well, let me tell you, right now the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. That works out to about $15,000 a year. That's actually several $1,000s below the poverty line. Even if the minimum wage goes up to $9, that's about $18,000 a year for a $9 an hour minimum wage. Now think about it, $18,000, you can barely afford rent in Hawaii for that amount of money. This is the most expensive state in the nation in so many areas.
Wow, $7.25 to $9. It's certainly something that our lawmakers are going to be looking at. Finally, Civil Beat has a health columnist, Dr. Jim Ireland, and he's keeping an eye on that unusual bird flu in China. What's the latest on that?
Well, it is serious. It is spreading, and we can tell you that there's been 102 cases so far, 20 of them deaths, 20 people dead now. Now, it hasn't spread to other countries, including the United States. The Centers for Disease Control is asking doctors to be on the lookout for patients with respiratory problems, particularly if they've been visiting China over the last 10 days.
All right, Chad Blair from Civil Beat, thank you so much for joining us, and happy Monday.
Thank you. Happy Earth Day to you, Mahia.
Thanks, Chad. And you can find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com. Well, coming